sunk an enemy destroyer.
Hey team, this is Ripper here. Hope you guys are doing fantastic today. I have to show you this video. It really talks about what I really enjoy about the game and what brought me to World of Warships. But before we begin, like, subscribe, bell button below. Thanks for all the support you guys have given me. Growing like a wildfire. It's pretty awesome, and can't thank you guys enough. At 2,000 subscribers, our next goal will be a premium DD giveaway. So hopefully, we're definitely going to make it, and we're going to have a blast. So let's get right to it. What is this game mode in the background right here? This is Brawls, and I'll have to say, write to your senator, write to your congressman, write to whoever, to get this mode as literally the permanent mode of what World of Warships is supposed to be. Isn't this what the game is supposed to be? It's called World of Warships for a reason, where ships go to war in a little arena and literally has nothing else but just pure strategy and skill of gameplay. I thought that's what the game is supposed to be about. I mean, I think kind of like Call of Duty style. Isn't that what you're supposed to do? And you know, you get in an arena, you have a gun, the other team has a gun, and you literally just based on positioning, you put the thing on the thing, you click the mouse button, pull the trigger, whatever, and results happen. And that is the nature of enjoyment of a simulation or a game, right? That's what I thought is. It's not where this is like you got submarines and carriers and whatever that literally just kind of kill you without you being able to fight back. That's not. I don't think that's enjoyable in a lot of in the sense. If you want to play games like that, go play like Silent Hunter or some kind of other RTS or RPS strategy, whatever you want to call it. But this is what a World of Warships really is supposed to be like, where it's just close in, knife fighting, brawling, battleships with guns all over it, shooting like crazy, and mere positioning using islands for cover is what it's supposed to be about. And then either sheer numbers or just pure strategy or just maybe just the way you position and fire guns is really what the game is all about. And I just have to say, this is exactly what drew me to the game when I saw, you know, that video clip of the intro where you see just battleships shooting guns in the night and during a storm. You just see the secondaries going blazing, and you see crew members running around and just shooting all the guns. Everybody, all hands on deck. That's what's so fun about this game, and why can't wargaming just stick to its bread and butter, which is this is what this is. And this is World of Warships for you. So what's in the background right now? We have the Ohio, which I'm going to have to say is, in my personal opinion, again, this is just my opinion. You let me know what you think. That's why it's a open discussion. I think the Ohio is still probably king of the brawling battleships. Just personal opinion. And why do I say that? Well, it's got 8 457mm guns, which are pretty awesome. The guns traverse very quickly as well. If you even have Admiral Halsey on board, it doubles that effect even better. I think it is one of the most maneuverable, most quick turning guns. Very versatile. 457. It doesn't. It's not like Yamato style penetration, but it really does do the work. Look, nose in battleship right here. If I fire all 8 guns, now there's only 8. If you got Vermont, you got 12. But look at this. Boom. Nose on, you get to take 10,400 damage right there alone. And then the secondaries, literally, the second thing is the secondaries. The secondaries have some of the best, I would say, dispersion, rate of fire, fire starting chance. Now, it's not like the German style battleships where they have up to 30mm pin, maybe up to 37mm pin on some of the IFHE stuff, but you get the drift. Look at how powerful these secondaries are. They're just like little ticks, little toothpicks poking at you. 297, 297, 297, over and over again, and they start fires like a madman. So that is some of the most powerful things I see of the Ohio, just alone in mere firepower. Now, the next thing is it's got the Montana kind of style hull of the battleship, right? You got that kind of, you know, American battleship design. And then the other thing that it has really good attributes going for it is the heal. Now, look, I'm taking damage right now. Now, watch this. If I can be able to heal right off the bat, boom, I get my health back, and boom, I kill somebody right there. Hey, splash one, RIP, back to Porty. And look, I'm getting a great heal. And then notice after in the next 18 seconds here, as the heal diminishes, look how fast I get that heal back. And that's another great attribute. It's kind of like the Georgia style, Massachusetts style heal, where it just comes back fairly quickly and efficiently. And boom, splash 2, RIP, back to Porty. We get another kill in the game. It looks like we're gonna have to save this team from the 4 battleships that are just coming in on the western flank here. And this is what the Ohio does, man. It shines. Look at that heal right there. 30-second coming back and heal. And dude, it's annoying to find an Ohio because it just does not die. And just look what we're doing right here. 11.3 secondary range, which is really awesome right there. Look at the amount of firepower the secondaries are just putting to bear on this the Prussian, that is. This is the new Tier 10 German battleship, and I'll talk about what my next favorite battleships are in the next coming videos. But look at that. We're just taking his guns out. We're shooting secondaries galore at him, and he's constantly distracted. Now, look, he's looking at, I think he's looking at my buddy there, another Ohio. Imagine going against two Ohios. Not a good day at all. And look, he's firing at the Ohio, not doing much damage off of him, and my buddy survived. So I'm literally just sitting here, taking off damage. You can see the secondary hit counter going up, fire starting right there. The rate of fire on these secondary guns is near the 2-second range. It's pretty incredible if you build for it. Full secondary build, that is. And look, we're already got our heal back up. Watch this. The heal's about to go away, and boom, 37 seconds. I mean, that is, if not annoying for a battleship trying to kill me. You're like, I just put all this damage on the Ohio, and boom, he's almost alive again. And we take another salvo shot at him, and look at the power of the guns. Bam. And both of us, oh, actually a fire got him, so pretty wild of what the Ohio can do. Look at the maneuverability. It's a battleship, I get it. It's an arcade game. This thing can turn pretty well and efficiently. And look at this beautiful sight. I love seeing sights like this where you have a broadside battleship. And actually, I'm going to talk about my next favorite battleship is actually the Schlieffen. And I'll tell you in a bit. You can see all the secondaries firing from the Schlieffen. It actually outguns us secondary-wise, but look at that. Those four turrets of 8 457mm guns do a tremendous amount of damage. Now, the problem is the Schlieffen doesn't have as much health, nor does it have the armor as a GK or something heavier would. But just look at the amount of secondaries that are in the air, and this is why this game is so much fun. And boom, splash 3 victory. RIP back to Porty. That's the game for you right there. Ohio shining right there. We had to take 3 of their 4 ships down. I mean, that's the things you can do really with the Ohio. Pretty wild stuff. I mean, this thing is a beast in itself. And then let's go to the next game right here, and you're going to see some of the good things and the bad things that I've seen in Wargaming do. The first thing is when they had the rework of the commander skills, they took away the secondaries ability, but what they didn't do as much as I thought they would. I think they reduced secondaries, dispersions, and rate of fires, and just the ability to build into them. I think they did some kind of screw up there. I have to say they did a terrible job doing that. However, what they did bring was the ability for the secondary guns to shoot on both sides of the ship, which is common sense. I mean, in the reality, if you had a battleship, all hands on deck means all hands on deck. Everybody would be firing their guns or manning the equipment, right? Back in the day, only one side of the battleship would fire of the secondaries. So that was kind of a weird thing. And I'm actually applaud Wargaming for actually making it more realistic. And I'm going to have to say, Wargaming, if your art department can put dolphins and whales and all these other aquatic activity, you can add more realism to the ship itself. Because what are we staring at the whole time? We don't care about the water or the ripples. I mean, that's good. I'm glad you're doing it. Maybe while we're sailing to the target area, that's great. But what is the majority of the action happening is you're staring at the ship. You're looking at another ship. If you can make the and now this is a request. Write to your congressman. Write to your senator. Write to Wargame. I don't care. Come on, YouTube world. Let's get this going. Let's make a petition here. Let's get it going where that you actually see more realism. If they're going to focus the art department on making the game realistic, then continue that trend of, hey, let's make the decks more alive. I get the turrets are moving, they're turning around, fire starting. Hey, make it more realistic then. Add crew members rocking around on deck. Add the gun turrets being fully manned. I mean, I think some other games actually do it, maybe War Thunder or something like that. But get the guns like look, but you got one side firing right here. You got another. I think I have a GK on the left, the port side of the Ohio right here. You'll see on the radar screen or the mini map. There he is. There he pops on the left. Now watch. Both sides of the ship are firing. You get the smoke, the guns. If you had the effects of what it really looks like when you see, I think there's a lot of Navy videos out there where they do exercises where you see the battleships are just guns blazing. It's literally just surrounded by a cloud of mere smoke of the guns, the blazing, the constant fires. Look, we got fires going. It should look kind of like this, but with more smoke around it. I think it would add more of that realism. But man, add more realism to the guns, the ship, everything moving that you're seeing right now. I mean, you should be seeing ripple effects, water effects, everything firing. Because what are we looking at? Look, I'm just looking at the battleship. I'm looking at my ship, and that's it. I'm not looking for aquatic activity. I'm not looking for waves crashing on the shore. I could care less what's on the mountains and the ridges because we're not really firing or looking at those. So I would say a lot of their efforts should be more on firing on the ship because it then allows us to enjoy the artwork and see what our efforts are actually accomplishing. Right? Now look at this. Left side, right side firing. Oh, this is so cool. The splashes, the effects. That's exactly why this game drew me and it drew a lot of you guys that are watching to this game. It's just to watching warships duke it out and see. Well, look at that fire. I love the plume of the fire. Art department, great job on the gun works. When you look at that, when he fires, you see the plume of the smoke and the fireball come out. That's really, really awesome. And just look how hard it is to kill the Ohio. And look at that, heal up again. And look, the GK is like, my God, this Ohio is really tough. I'm just sitting here tanking, and that's where the term came from. I'm just sitting there tanking, and boom, GK goes down with another kill right there. And look, we're just sitting here planting ourselves planting our flag on top of a hill, and we are just absorbing damage and just shooting and just unleashing hell on all these ships. And here's another fellow Ohio. Now the only way I can now look, this Ohio and me as another Ohio have to duke it out. We got to use our sheer skills to figure out who's going to outlast the other. Now we got another battleship coming up behind us. We got to get out of dodge. Schlieffen's going to takes a massive good shot hit to our hull right there. And now look at this, 3 ships all firing, secondaries going blazing, all hands on deck. Everybody's trying to kill this one Ohio right here. This is why it's so much fun. Look at the action, the fire, the sounds, everything's just going chaotic. And we got the Ohio withering down to 7,000 health. Do we survive? We've only got 15, and boom, he goes down right there, and we help out our team secure the win right there. One last Schlieffen. He is almost full health. I mean, we are just going to have to... we got a hill. There you go. That Schlieffen's going to like, holy crap. This Ohio is a zombie ship. It won't die, but he's launched torpedoes right at us. Let's see if we can get our back guns turning right. We're going to aim right at his hull where the weakest spot of his armor is, and boom, look at that. We take off 16 or 18K. I couldn't tell. And look, we dodged the torpedoes right there. Our secondaries are fine. Can we get another shot off? Can we survive 11 seconds right here? Hopefully he can't get another shot off on us. But yeah, then we survive, and boom, he gets us right there. And we are dead, but hey, you know what? Our buddies take out the kill. That was a win, by the way, folks, if you didn't know. But yeah, we won that game. Now here's the final game right here. Ohio, look at this. All 4 battleships moving in unison. I love this. Is some of the imagery that you see in maybe the historic films of battleships just sailing amongst each other, trying not to hit each other. It's like a perfect ballet where you have the driver and the captains of the ships really watching not only where they're maneuvering, but they're also figuring out how do we position the guns so they're firing in the right direction at the appropriate threat. And this is some of the coolest scenes that I wish we could make a movie scene out of this right here. Would be really, really awesome. So, man, I wish we had that technology to do something like that. But right here, you can see 2 Ohios pushing up with Prussians on the left and the GK on the left of us, also supporting in the fight right now. So look, focus fire is the name of the game in this mode right here. Man, wargaming, why can't you make more games like this? Make it like 6 battleships versus 6 battleships. That should be the game of literally one mode where no submarines, no carriers, no nothing, just pure battleship fun. This is what drew me to the game. Again, they should just keep this mode. Write to your congressman or something, get them to keep this mode. This is really, really awesome. I like this mode a lot. Ohio in the front is probably duking it out, taking as much damage as possible, but not until the GK on the enemy team also taking a massive amount of damage coming down right now. We also have to worry about a Montana, and we have a Kremlin right up ahead, so you're going to see the sheer power of what the Ohio can do as we push in. Our first GK goes down on the enemy team. There's 4 versus 3 now, unless our Ohio in front takes... another shell might die to this one, but you know what? We're going to take on the Slava and the Montana at the same time. Look at all the secondaries firing. I mean, you literally have maybe 40 or 50 guns out there firing all at once, trying to land shells. We lose our Ohio, but you know what? We're the next Ohio replacing him. We're going to take his position right now as the point man. We're going to go up front. I'm going to ask for support from the back 2 ships here. I don't know what they're doing back there, but you know what? Why are they afraid to sacrifice a ship? This is a game, the simulation. Don't be afraid, guys. Lesson of the day: don't be afraid to push when the moment arises, okay? Support your teammate. Don't let your teammate die out there. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can nose in. Again, nosing in, guys, if you don't know, for battleships, mitigates that damage because why? The angles are too extreme for the guns to be effective. So that's what you want to do right now. I think we're about to take out the Slava right here. And no, ooh, man, he's got a hill off. And do we get him? Yep, we get him. Now it's a 3 versus 2 match. And look, this is what we're going to do. We're going to basically have our secondaries firing on both ships at the same time to start as many fires as possible, like one right there. That'll tick down his HP, and we're going to fire just the front 2 guns to mitigate that damage by nosing into their shells. And that allows us to, you know, like I said, reflect or deflect their shells because, remember, harsh angles do not do well with their AP shells. They'll have to resort to HE, so we're going to go ahead and push in right now and start as many fires as we can with our secondaries. all while having our front 2 guns take out their guns and aim at their superstructure, which the Ohio is really good at doing for some reason. And look at this. The Kremlin's going to make a mistake right here, angling a little bit too much to get his back gun, and that's going to give us a nice cheeky broadside for us, because our guns can really do some damage when he is broadside. So we're going to focus on the lowest health guy. So I tell both our teammates, hey, focus on the Kremlin right here. We're healing up again. And we're going to see, look, he's exposing too much broadside where we're showing almost no broadside to him. And we're going to just aim either right behind at the cheeky area right there and see what that does. And that gives us about, yeah, we got a ricochet and an overpen and a penetration. So not the best. We get our back gun on target. Do we get another nice kill? And there's the kill. Splash 1 RIP back to 40 for us. And now the game is pretty much sealed after that. Now Montana makes a mistake right here, showing way too much broadside. And just watch what just 4 457mm guns can do to a broadside Montana. And right at the waterline, take a shot. And boom, 41,000 damage Citadel right there. And that is how we're going to end the game. We're going to go straight right at him and see if we can get a shot on his. He's pretty much dead, and he takes a lot of health off of us. I mean, Montana, another powerful ship, 12 guns. I have to say, Montana's a powerful ship, but just not enough secondaries to do the matching. Do we get a shot off right here? And fire. Boom. Get him right there. Splash 2 RP back to 40. That's how we win, and that is the game. Brawls, guys, it's so much fun. So if I had to rank an order what ships I would take in today's Brawl season, I'll do some more videos on that. I would take the Ohio, and then I would take the GK, the Grover Kerfers, however you pronounce that, purely for the secondaries and the big guns. And then my next ship would be the Schlieffen, my second favorite secondary ship focused on. Really, really awesome, the Schlieffen. As well as the Prussian would be maybe a 3rd or 4th place right there. But those are the 4 ships I would take in this season of Brawl because of the secondaries. So I hope you guys liked the video. Let me know in your comments below. Like, subscribe, bell button below. And then I'll make some more videos and we'll post them later down the road. You guys stay safe. Cheers.